Um, I'm going to start off with probably the thing that I'm my biggest pet peeve, and that would be overpopulation. Now, let me give you an example. There's a show on I think the Discovery Channel or TLC or one of those other stupid networks that's trying to tell you that it's teaching you something when really it's just, trying to get as many viewers as possible who watch basically fucking anything. Uh, a show called 18 Kids and Counting. Used to be 17 Kids and Counting, which gives you a good idea of what it's about. But it's about this creepy evangelical family, young Earth creationist types, and you know, they just believe in filling the Earth and subduing it, and like we haven't already done it, like like that hasn't been accomplished, and more so. But this is really just what I hate, and it's the idea that we have to listen to our instincts and our genetic programming, and that you can't criticize that. How dare you criticize someone that wants to have children? I mean, that's when a girl gets pregnant, it's congratulations, congratulations, good job, you got laid, you didn't wear rubber, good thinking. So so yeah, and it's not. I don't have any real huge problem with people having children. The problem I have is with people who have a retarded gaggle of children. You know who you are. So let's go back to 18 Kids and Counting. They have this grotesque pod of children, and they keep them in their little insular ball, their little tiny fantasy world, and away from the evils of modern society that just wanna just wanna rape their fragile little minds and tell them all these nasty things that they should never have even known. And so they have all these children, and they just program them to go out and be exactly what they are, which is completely incurious, intellectually bankrupt little sponges for other people's ideas of what the world is. With absolutely no idea of going out and finding things out for yourself. And basically, this is the whole idea is to propagate their ideas through just massive breeding with absolutely not a care in the world as to where the fuck are we going to put all these people. And I think overpopulation is really, it's like the problem to end all problems. Every problem that we have as a species goes back to this. And that is like the jobs, we have not enough jobs for all these people, where are we gonna, we need to make more jobs. How about we make less people? Same amount of jobs, we'll just make less people. People are starving in Africa. Well, maybe they should stop having children. Maybe we should stop sending over food so that they can eat the food, have more children, be starving again, get more food. And I understand that I'm not, saying that it's in every case, everyone that's starving, it's all their fault for just having too many children, but there's this idea, and it's a very precious idea that's written into every single cell in our bodies that says, protect us, protect this species, protect things like us, and it's very useful. I mean, that's really the whole story of nature is, we're rooting for our team, and everyone else, this cat here has its team. You probably can't see it. And, and the cat just goes out and makes more cats. It doesn't think about it. It doesn't have the required brain matter to think about it. All it knows is that, hey, I want to go out and get laid tonight. And and it works well because there are things out there that will eat all of the excess cats. And if there's not enough rabbits for all the cats will starve to death. And some cats will die of disease. And they pretty much have a birth rate that's in keeping with making sure that they're successful. As a species, they have other animals. Every animal is basically a check and balance on every other animal. You know, and some of us work together and whatnot, but basically, we live inside our respective little boxes. And when a species gets out of that niche, as I think we've done more effectively than any other in the history of the world, you know, bad things happen. And bad, you know, may be a subjective term, but bad things as for everything else, as for every other species. And, you know, things naturally are going to go extinct, but I don't think anybody really thinks that that we're causing things to become extinct that would have already naturally went extinct, or that things are becoming extinct now at the same rate that they always have been. No, there's a mass extinction going on, and it has been going on for thousands of years. You know, just go ask the giant sloth and the woolly mammoth. And it's us. And, you know, and I don't really mind, you know, about an animal lost here, an animal lost there. I mean, you know, you gotta break a few eggs. But what are all these people doing? Why do we need all these people? What is our goal here? Is it just to fill the earth and subdue it, to just make as many people as we possibly can until there's just no fucking room for anything else on this little planet, and then what? Then we all starve. We all start fucking slitting each other's throats over a bottle of water. You know, and it's ridiculous. There's no planning, and, you know, say what you want about communist China. Communist China! Say what you want about communist China. They saw a problem. And I know they don't have a very good human rights record, and they obviously have ignored people's fundamental rights in this issue. But this is one where I'm going to have to agree that I'm willing to give up my human rights on for this one issue. And it's people were just breeding out of control, and there wasn't enough shit to go around. There wasn't really room for these people. These people weren't serving any purpose. They weren't all scientists and inventors and freaking, you know, alpha, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. They weren't all geniuses, okay? Is the point. And they weren't helping anything, you know? When you go out and you have 10 starving children, yes, one of them could be the next Einstein, but they're probably just going to starve to death. And they're probably just going to grow up and worry about their own little box and their own little idea of what's important, and, you know, talking to that pretty girl and making sure that we get the harvest in on time, and or, you know, whatever small meaningless crap we bother to do while we're waiting to die.